What's up, people? One Nut Punch here. So I picked up Hellcard for about $20 on Steam, and I think it's on sale for like $16, $17. But I want to talk about my experience playing it, and I did play before this Book of Demons, so it's completely different than Hellcard. But when you start off the game, you'll have three characters to choose from: Warrior, Rogue, and Mage. You'll be able to get other characters when you start off the game and you get more progressively farther into it. But essentially, this is what Hellcard is. You'll have different sections on this like battlefield: red, green, and blue, and that's from basically your characters. The side characters like your wizard or your barbarian will have two cards, while the main character will have a full hand. You'll have your mana, health, your character's picture, as well as whatever upgrades and trinkets you have on that character. Essentially, you can attack anywhere. So if you have a range unit that's like a sharpshooter, you can shoot even through the green or the blue. If you're a summoner, same thing, or a warrior, same thing. You can attack anything. What these sections are, I think it's like just essentially them attacking your unit. So if you're going to take 9 or 10 damage, that would be from essentially all the units in that area. If they're going like to the opposite end and flanking, then they're going to do more damage or even attack another unit rather than just going after the first guy. So there's flanking, there's movement, there's attacking, your own cards, your own mana, your health. And really, it progressively gets harder and harder and harder until you finally fight the demon, which is at the very bottom of the level. The one thing I will mention too is that Book of Demons is completely different than Hellcard. Hellcard, you actually use the cards as actions to attack, defend, boost up morale, boost up attack damage, or magic. Rather than Book of Demons, you played it as a Diablo-like hack and slash, with the cards becoming like an activation later on, whether it was armor, a health potion, attack damage increased with a sword, using an axe, or just doing some type of weird final attack or special attack. Book of Demons was mostly about the dungeon diving exploration with voiceovers when you went back to town and talked to like the barmaid, the innkeeper, the wizard, the potion maker, and the woman in the wagon. And these are just a couple of changes in the game from Book of Demons now to the new release of Hellcard. The other thing is that the game Hellcard is early access. So any development, any changes, anything that happens will be down the road, might be in a couple of days. Who really knows at this point? But I hope to see more stuff that happens with Hellcard, more cards, maybe some dailies, fighting harder bosses, maybe doing more stuff and adding more characters. It could be anything at this point. The other thing I will admit too when you play the game is that it's not just going in and finding like these different levels. When you played Book of Demons, they had like the whole map of all the different layers before you get down to fight the actual devil himself. Kind of similar to that, but it's more of like a straightforward, here are a couple of areas you could pick between two different levels, and they'll have new companions you could choose from, gems, cards, upgradable cards, with the three different types of options like Shrine, Smithy, and something else that will allow you to get boosted cards, heal, and do some other things as well. The other thing I want to talk a little bit about was combat. When you pick the different characters like the Conjurer, the Mage, the Archer, the Barbarian, or the Templar, they have, of course, different cards with different attacks. For example, I chose the Rogue as my main, to where they have like I guess like an arrow shot that does 2 damage from afar. And the farthest shots are outside the circle. Anything that's in is considered near, so it'll do like near damage, which is 1 or 2 damage. If it's far enough away, it'll do more than that. And that could be for the mage, the archer, and I think the wizard also has some different types of abilities. Like if they're farther enough away, it could do a Nova attack, which surrounds the entire circle and does damage, or Hamstring would do damage to anybody trying to walk around the outside of the circle, and that does a wide area effect. So if there's anybody outside the circle and they all get hit by that from trying to walk or flank, they're immediately dead. And that's pretty nice mechanics when it comes down to using the circle. So I do like that about combat. In closing, my thoughts about this game are this. For $20 and for the way that it plays, I love it. I think it's fun as hell, and personally, compared to Book of Demons, I do like it a lot more due to the fact that you get to actually use the cards the way they should have, which is actual attack damage or health supports and utilities. And that's really nice about Hellcard. It's not just about picking that one specific area or that one specific side. You can attack anybody, no matter the side. It's just that's what your character is on, and that's what damage is coming towards him. So if you have attack of different enemies on that side, it'll be hitting that hero. Or if it flanks and go on the other side, it'll attack the other hero. So keep in mind when you play Hellcard that it's not just about, well, if they're on green, can I attack them with red? You can. It's just a matter of, do you have the range or the attack power to do so? But anyway, I've been One Nut Punch, and this has been another video. Thank you for watching, as per the usual. And I hope to see more stuff with Hellcard later. Like I said, with it being early access, there's going to be more cards added. Probably even some more updates, maybe even some changes that we might not even know about. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching.